Do 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 do. Whoa! Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time it is. I'm Matt Andre. Welcome to our FanForge Friday stream. I was debating not even turning on my camera because I didn't do anything with my hair or anything again today, but this is it. This is what I look like. I woke up like this. Got up kind of early. My wife, and then I was a little cranky. And she went back to bed. Then I went back to bed. And then we got up. I got up. Anyway. Hi! How are you? That's good. And if it's not, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Let's do that. Let's get started. Let's get cooking right away. It's gonna be chill. I haven't really warmed up. Literally chill. My hands are a little bit cold. I don't know if you could hear that noise in the background when I talk. Maybe it's my heater. I've also got my kitty. Meow. But I don't want this purple color today. Let's go with just a little bit more neutral. Maybe a little bit orangey. Just a little warm gray. Even seems a little brighter than I'd like. Take it down a notch. So, again, for anyone just tuning in, I'm Matt, creator of Fork Worlds. It's a multiverse trading card game with interactive stories that we're working on. Hey now, cat, don't bop me while I'm trying to take a sip. Look like a little kitty head. Okay, so this one doesn't really have too much to do with Fork Worlds, but some movement here. Again, this brush is a little funky, but we'll get there. It's all right. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. All right. So today, one of the OCs I want to draw. If we get to more than one, I don't know. We'll see. This one's a little complicated, but it's just so cool. Is something we mentioned on one of our last streams, and also did some fan art for us. Whew. Let's draw a lark in their style. Neon Nova -arts and be sky, blue sky social right here. They drew this awesome picture of lark, and so I thought, hey, they're doing a draw this in your style thing, so maybe we should draw one of theirs. I want to draw one of their characters from their lore and story called Kafen's Coffee. They do a fair amount of research, read up on a lot of their characters and lore, but it's pretty deep. It's got a lot going on, so I don't know a lot of how it sort of all interconnects with all the different characters. But I do know there's a character, Lucifer, that I think would be pretty cool. Their version of Lucifer in the story, and I think that would be pretty awesome. Anyway, did I just say basically the same thing twice? I'm getting distracted. Well, I have some references on my phone, so maybe we'll just pull those up. And you guys won't be able to see them. you'll just like see it come to life. I like their horns. They're fairly similar to Lark. Their style is really similar. Not similar, but something I aspire to, I guess I should say, a little bit more for Warped Worlds. Lily-doo. It's their birthday. Draw this in your style. This doesn't say when is their birthday. I don't know, but here's a good character ref sheet, so this would be great. Oh, they're all dressed different in this one. I see. Well, that's nice. Different than usual. With the full black face. Well, maybe we'll do that version. It's cute. It's actually kind of cool. And this, they've got it as a mostly symmetrical drawing, which looks really cool for the Lucifer design, so why don't we do that? Doodle-doo. Let's do what we did last time with one of our drawings, but that's okay. That's fun. I like using the symmetrical ruler. Kind of eliminates the whole having to draw things double in different angles and stuff like that, but it also gives it a really cool excuse me, why will it not show me what I want to see? No, I want to set this as show in all layers. Oh, there we go. Alright. Excuse me. And then we make a new layer, and let's go to it. Again, didn't really warm up or do too much of that kind of business today, so we'll see how this stuff turns out. Of course, I don't think I have any of my stands, of course. How are we gonna do this? I didn't plan this out too well. Maybe I should just pull it up on the old comp. Alright. No. Let's do it. So, I think in most of their renditions, Lucifer's got this cool, like, pretty much almost spade shape face. I've already started too big. In this one, they're in like this really cool outfit, but I kind of almost like the one where they're not in an outfit, but maybe there's a reason for this birthday one, so let's do this. But again, I kind of almost want to do like the other ones I was doing in a bit of a chibi kind of style, so maybe we can get away with that a bit, but who knows? If that's the case, then their body would be pretty short, but they're pretty skinny, so I wouldn't want to do too much. We'll see. And then we've got these cool, like, sort of goat hoofs. Demon style goat hoofs. I guess I didn't really post. See, I'm already drawing the other version where they have, like, hairier legs. We'll see. those really cool, like, motifs that I'd like to try to nail without being too detailed. We're gonna go the chibi route, but they're just so cool. Excuse me. One day, I promise, I'll get some new music. Here's my kitty. In the Kif art style. Excuse me. I am malpopulare. I'm not sure what the Kif art style is or who your OC is, but we could maybe do that. What's the Kif art style? I need to kind of try to do it a little bit in cross between the artist's art style and sort of a little bit of mine and Warp Worlds, but I'm not opposed to giving in some ideas. Oh, I see. Well, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's not far off from sort of a style I want to go for. That's very cartoony. I like that. Okay, what? Why is my computer being silly? Pretty goofy, pretty funny. Kif. Yeah. Welcome, malpopulare. If you have a, I don't know if I'm saying that right. If you have an OC that you want me to draw, I would definitely consider it and add to the list for another one. If you'd like to shoot me you can upload it to our community tab here on YouTube, I believe. And if not, I think you can find our Discord or my Discord in probably one of the descriptions. If you're on Discord, we can do that. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Well then, I can check your community tab. Can I just click on your name in my chat? Oh. But I can look you up. Oh, that's not right. That's gonna jam. Right. Really, it's posts now. Okay, cool. Well, my computer is already jamming by trying to open YouTube, so I will maybe pause on that. And my cat is knocking stuff over. All right. You know what, kitty? Yeah. You know what? I love you, but I think maybe. Excuse us. All right. I have to fix this out. I don't know what. Yeah, come here. This is my extremely large cat, Willow. Yes, I love you, but I think it's time to. Fun times. All right. I'll have to take a gander at your YouTube posts and some stuff in a bit, or later after this or something. Well, but thank you for sure for the suggestion. I'll take a look. We'll do some, try to finish this guy up, and then if we have some time, do a bit of a shorter stream today, but maybe we can take a look after that. So, yeah, actually what I should do is write who this is at the top here. Um, da, 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 da. How do I? Sorry, I'm terrible at this. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. We'll see by knee on dash no for dash art dot bsky. Did it. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do it. Did I turn it on? I think so. Should be at the top. Oh. Anyhow, excuse me. Sorry about all of this kerfuffle. My animals tend to get ridiculous sometimes. My dog is already whining now. The cat is out. Okay, coffee. Take it easy. It's called Kafen's coffee for a reason. Just drink and chill. Okay, here we go. So he's got these cool cuffs, which kind of have this like mini red thing going on. And they've got 3 claws. Well, 4, I guess. Their finger or the thumb. Oh, their coat is so cool. It's almost too complicated for this size. Not too complicated. I'm not saying anything's too complicated. It's just that my choice of drawing this all squat and chibi was perhaps not the smartest idea with such an elaborate design. I'll have to fudge some of these swirlies maybe. Oh, I like that circle on the shoulder. Or the bicep, tricep, sort of right in between. And then this cool star here. How are you doing today out there, Mao? Am I saying that right? I want to make sure I try to those names right. Okay, I want to do the hair separate because the hair is its own sort of shape, but let's try to do some of these horns. These horns are so cool. Actually pretty similar to one of our OC's, Lark. Wow, really messed those up. It's this holding this phone thing that's throwing me off. You're doing quite well. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad. I kind of like I want to almost see your OCs so that I can chat about them, but I think it was kind of jamming up there when I tried to look at it. But again, what am I doing? So you draw OCs and such. That's awesome. You have like I take it. Obviously, most people who have OCs must have some form of lore and stories and things like that. Excuse me. Are you working on anything in particular, like a full story or anything, or game or comic or any of those kinds of things to kind of pull it together, or just kind of exploring characters and stories and relationships, what have you? Okay. So right now, I'm kind of doing a little bit of both myself for a little project Warp Worlds, which if you haven't, you can certainly check out as well at your own leisure. I just kind of created them. Now they are here. I get that. That's what I sort of feel like. This, I saw, was it just a couple days ago on, I think it was Pinterest. It was just this like meme where it was like there's two types of OC artists, and it was like one that was like, you know, everything about them, like their hair color, their blood type, their cousins, their everything, their backstory, their future, their relationships, and then all that. And then there's other ones where it was like almost exactly what you said. It was like, I kind of created them and they're here now. I was like, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, they have personalities and they have their own things, but it's like they'll just do what they want to do, and we'll figure out as they go. And they kind of tell me what their personalities are almost, you know. So that's how I see some of the OC creation process. That's really cool. Now again, I don't mean to bombard you. You don't have to answer any questions if you don't want to, but I'm just kind of curious. But are they sort of all related to one sort of universe or story, or is it all just kind of characters that are just sort of random and unconnected from each other? In sort of in your head lore, if there is any, I guess. Canon. Music. Yeah, see, this is the stuff where it's like, it's nice when you don't have to like redraw these patterns, and I think that's partially why they probably drew it this way too, because it's got a nice iconic look to it. Alright, I'm messing these up hardcore. What I think they did was drew them and then wrapped them around maybe, but I can come in here and fix these up in a bit. Let's just lay them down a bit. Boom, done. Alright, well, I'm not done. I want to do these horns. And then I can do the other stuff that's disconnected. Or not symmetrical, I should say. Do you tend to work traditionally or digitally yourself there, Mao? Or combo? Because I do believe this artist that I'm sort of drawing off right now does both digital and traditional. Do a lot of watercolor stuff, which is beautiful and incredibly rendered for what it is. Like, watercolor to me is a bit of a challenge to get clean rendering just because of the way it bleeds and everything. MS Paint. Oh wow, that's intense. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's almost its own skill on its own, its own skill in and of itself. Be able to work with that. That's super cool. Now I'm even more curious to see what they're all like. MS Paint. How that? Do you enjoy working with it? Do you find it challenging at all? Because to me, I feel like now that I've worked with something like this, Eclipse Studio Paint, I think I'd feel a bit restricted, I guess, in terms of tools. But if you're used to it and that's what you use, I mean, I think it would be just as good as anything else, right? It's just as good as any other tools if you enjoy using it. But that's really interesting. Boo doo doo doo. Oh, this is I I made it all like chibi, and I was like, oh, it'll be simpler to do it smaller, but I think it's actually more difficult to do this like toy, trying to fit in all of the designs. I also wasn't going to do this version, but I saw it and I was like, now I am. Wait, I gave them, oh no, there is 3, but this one's covered by hair in this version. Alright, we'll have to clean these up again a bit. That, so then this, 1, 2, 3, no, so then, I put it on the wrong line! Do 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 do. How long you been at the old YouTube game, Mao? I'm interested to meet new people on the YouTube. I don't know. A lot of artist channels, really personally, so exciting. Personally, I've been on and off for so many years and keep falling off the wagon. But this time, for sure, for real, we're yeah, like I said, building like a multiverse and trading card game that you're welcome to be a part of. Vote on and give your suggestions on and such. Okay, I think that's cool. Then we can maybe tighten up some of this stuff after, but I just wanted to block in some of these things so that we can move on from this whole symmetrical business. Well, actually, it's lie. I still need this. The KIF style. I hadn't heard of KIF until you mentioned it today. Disney, it says, which is pretty cool. It looks very, reminds me a little bit of Gumball. This one should go up there, I guess. Oops. I should draw this on another layer. But it's too late now. I don't like that piece. Gotta go up. Still weird. It's because of this chibi version. I started posting a while ago, 2015. It was the earliest I remember. This channel started in 2023. Oh, 222. Forgot a lot of the 22. Yeah. 2022 videos are gone. I feel like there's a few years where like they were disappeared with COVID and all kinds of stuff, where it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about those years. So I can't say to blame you. It still feels like it's 2022. But that's pretty rad. That's cool. That's your fairly sort of fresh at this channel. But the face is too long. It's alright. It's alright. Make some corrections. This one kind of lines up on the side here. He's got these 3 little loopies. And then the tail. Let's go round comes whoop. got some cool little like gold accoutrements and some sweet spikes. Man, I love spikes. I add spikes to so many things. I'm just like, you saw somebody once that was just like, you can't just add spikes to stuff and just like makes it look cool. I'm like, yes you can. That's what spikes are for. That's what I do. It's like, what do we need here? Spikes. Spikes and dots. That's what I need. I don't know about you. Some people need different things, but I need spikes and dots. I'll tell you. Alright, we can make this... No, wait. But if we're going to do that now, we should make this symmetrical again. Make this face a bit bigger, a bit wider here. And then the hairline kind of goes up here a little bit. Oops, again, I should turn off some symmetry for this stuff. Boom. Okay. Something like that. The biggest problem with drawing other people's OCs is that I just feel bad if I'm ever like not doing them justice, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to do it for fun, and now I've ruined your OC. It's all for fun. It's all okay. We're all just here to have a good time. Okay, but I did mess up that eyeball. Did I though? Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe this one will be a bit different. So, in this version, Lucifer's face is just all black. Which is pretty cool. The other one, it's a little bit, he had like more drippy eyes, kind of. Sort of bleeding black eyes almost, like makeup. I don't know if it's makeup or blood or both or darkness or... I should have invited Nova to this stream. Well, he kind of knew, but I never really posted about it. Whoops, daisy. Okay. And these eyeballs all have eyeballs facing different directions. Why did I make this so small? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Well, it's not the worst. I feel like we could zoom in. I feel like everybody's got like 3/4 of it. Hair's so bad at the back. Is that what my hair looks like at the back? From behind. Yes, it is. I didn't have my shower yet because I'm doing a show tonight, so sorry folks. Yeah, maybe I should zoom in so that y'all aren't just looking at like mostly a gray screen. What a boring stream, Matt. You stream it all, Mao? How popular? Oh, see, this is where I should be color swatching though, instead of just guessing, but I think we can get pretty close. Let's say somewhere around there. Oh, and I gotta turn off this randomized per stroke thing. I said turn off this randomized per stroke thing. Wait, did we do the right thing? I thought I turned this off. What did I say? There we go. Alright. Now we're cooking. We're really cooking here. We're cooking. Nah, I don't stream. Hey, that's cool. I mostly just stream right now because I feel like it's sort of encourages me to do it, because I'm like, I said I was gonna, and now I gotta do it. And then once I'm on, and especially if there's people like wonderful people like you out there, then I'm like, oh, now I really gotta do it. Now I gotta stick around. I really enjoy like interacting and chatting and kind of doing a improvised kind of sketch session usually, so kind of encourage myself to do some live stuff. But videos, for some reason, I guess I get intimidated to post them because I feel like I need to edit them and do all kinds of crazy stuff, whereas live I'm just like, this is it. Am I related to Mr. Beast? No, I'm much better looking than him. Don't tell him I said that. You can tell him I said that if you want, and then he can give me a call and we can have a chat, me and Mr. Beast. No, I'm not related to Mr. Beast. I don't know him, but I could see. Currently, I have all this facial hair, so much facial hair, because I am in a musical parody called Pirates of the River Saskatchewan. I'm playing Captain Jack Sparrow, right? So, got all this, and then I've usually got the eyeliner and the wig and all that. But, so no, Mr. Beast. But I am a beast. But, I would like to make the money that Mr. Beast makes. That would be cool. One day. Collab when? Yeah. I should do a collab. Collab with Mr. Beast. Alright. You and I, we can do an MSN Paint collab. I'm not good at MSN Paint, I'll tell you that. You would destroy me. Destroy me. That sounds weird when I just say it out of context. You're just like, this top of the boot. Boot. I always wonder when I say stuff and I'm like, I say boot. And I was like, does that sound weird to other people? Because I'm Canadian, eh? Unless they're from Canada, eh? Do we have weird accents to you guys? Well, you have accents to us. Sometimes, not really. Because I don't think we all sound like we're saying no dude about it all the time, eh? But I guess a lot of people seem to think that we do, so. Though there are people that kind of talk more like that, eh? I will tell you. I'll tell you for free, buddy. I'll tell you for free, eh? I think we do say a bit, but not as much as everyone thinks we do. That's faux show. Just like I'm sure Americans don't all have guns like I don't think they do. I don't think. Okay. And it'll be this purpley, kind of unsaturated purple. somewhere around there. Can you talk like the South Park Canadians?
Can I talk like the South Park Canadians?
Probably not.
Terrence and Philip. I could probably do that.
Not really.
The South Park Canadians, eh? Ha ha ha!
They fart a lot. I guess we fart a lot in Canada, do we? Is that a thing? I wish I could make my face just like flap like that. Just
Talk like that while my mouth just pops off the top of my head.
that'd be pretty awesome. That'd be a pretty cool party trick, I'll tell you that. People would be paying money for that, you know what I mean? You could make like $3 or $4 at a party easily by popping your head into two. Like a giant separate Pac-Man hamburger box. Okay. Are these colors close? I hope so. They look pretty close. Doing the best I can.
South Park. I haven't seen South Park in years.
Is it still on even? I wonder. This is too dark. I went too dark with this. Too dark.
Too dark, buddy.
And we want to go with this business. We can color this in. All right, we'll just go whatever, and then we'll go back over with gold. So if we happen to mess this up a bit, that's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I think that's closer.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I want to play that somewhere on the floor. We get to interact with audience members and guests who come to our shows, so it's pretty cool. We get to improvise in character. So fortunately, I am only playing Jack for this show, so I won't be able to play any other Canadians, but maybe I should play a Canadian like that for one of our upcoming shows. Would have been great for our Canadian Top Gun show.
Hey, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy.
And 2 colors of my OC were made so I could find them in MS Paint easily. That's smart. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tend to just go crazy with my colors, and then I'm like, well, I don't know what that color is, so let's just guess it close enough next time. I really should have like color swatches or like something like that, like an actual system where like, oh, I can actually find these colors when I need to instead of just kind of guessing every time. Smart. Should write that down, Matt, because you're not the brightest and you're not the greatest at remembering stuff. Hey, don't talk like that about me. Okay. No, that's too light. That's too light, buddy. It's too dark. Make up your mind, pal. I'm not your bud. I'm not your guy, pal. I'm not your pal, guy. I'm not your buddy, pal. Mal populare. I don't know if that's just a name. Leads me to believe that perhaps you may speak more languages than just English. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but I wonder if you speak any sort of Latin language, because I sure don't. I know a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of... I can read French, actually. I'm pretty decent at reading and understanding French. And if it was spoken quietly enough, I could maybe do it. But, many other languages I'm definitely not super versed in. I see. So that... like a dark brown. Sorry, I never know what to do or talk about on these streams. So, if you have any questions or you have anything you want to chat about out there, I'm all down for it. You just pop it in the chat. And you'd be like, yo, this question. Or be like, yo, I like birds. And I'll be like, okay, me too. I don't know. I want to make these entertaining, but I also don't want to get like too distracted because that easily happens to me. Brown, kind of blackish, eh? We won't go full black for these, I don't think, but pretty close. I always think this is going to be so quick. I'm going to be like, I'm just going to slap down a quick OC and we'll be done in like half an hour. Now it's been what? 50 minutes almost. And we're not done yet. But it's okay. It's not about being fast. It's about having fun. And it's about honoring other people's creativity and cool characters and exploring what they do with their characters, which is really neat to me to kind of sort of think about how people break down their ideas and their characters. For instance, as much as looks like a generally simple design when you kind of look at it, when you really think about it, it's like Nova really took a lot of time to design out this whole outfit and like these adding all these little like motifs and sort of biblical symbols and sort of they almost look like halos and suns and squiggles and what's the word, I guess maybe filigree, I guess, but and yeah, it's I don't know, again, I think people some people, including myself and artists, can almost take things for, maybe not for granted, but just sort of forget how much time and passion and effort, energy, learning, all of it that people put into their art and their characters and their designs and things like that. And I think, and that's just really, it's a really beautiful thing to kind of like look at some of these characters and some of these designs and know that behind them is somebody who took the time to build some lore and stories and develop characters, and whether traditionally or in watercolor or in MS Paint or in Clip Studio or whatever you use, clay, food, but I don't know, I just think it's beautiful. This brush gets a little bit weird when I try to get tight with stuff, so we can always clean this up another time, but it's just mostly that it's when I'm streaming, I think things are a bit weird, but is what it is. These are kind of the same. symmetrical. Let's do it in both sides. Doot, 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 doot. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. We're getting there. Wait, that won't work. Yeah, I almost think some of these little mini designs I might have to go in and clean up. Take my time when I'm not streaming, because it's going to be hard to get some super crisp lines in some of these. I always forget to turn on the symmetry. Also, we didn't do an alpha card reveal yet for our trading card game yet today, which I guess we could do soon. I think there's supposed to be a certain song that triggers it, and I never remember which song it is. Ah! Hey! Nova's in the house! This is Nova's character. OC, Lucifer. I mean, I don't know if you invented Lucifer. But this version of it. Well, now I'm embarrassed. This is where we got Nova so far. I hope you enjoy it so far. I've just been doing a symmetrical version of your recent B-Day design that you had on your in your style on your BSKY. Don't know if it's quite turning out how I imagine, but I think it's turning out pretty cool. I just love this design. I think you're, as I've been ranting, if you haven't already just heard it, I just think it's really cool how you've gone and like created all these like really cool little motifs. Right now it's pretty messy and I can clean these up, but yeah, I don't know, these little kind of designs, they're sort of cross between, to me, like almost biblical, but a little bit like got that sort of circus core kind of vibe, and I don't know, dark, twisted kind of feel to me. Lou, to shorten it up. Oh, Lou. I like that. Actually kind of like that it's just, yeah, just the LU apostrophe. It's cute. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled or sort of abbreviated that way. Yeah, he's just such a rad design. Originally I was going to do sort of one of the other ones you had sent me that was like apologies. He just had like the dripping eyes, and like I think his wings were more bare, because in this one maybe they have some sort of coverings or something, but they're a little bit more furry, and they had the eyes all over the wings too, which is super rad. And like the all the cut up legs and arms, the bleeding legs, super rad. But alas, I ended up starting with this one now, and I was like, all right, well, here we go. So maybe we'll have to do more another time. But yeah, this is super cool, and I'm kind of glad you're here, because if you want to talk about any of the lore or anything, feel free, because I did look up most of the references you gave me. It's just that there's a fair amount of like characters and stuff and interconnections that I just didn't get, you know, to sort of wrap my mind around a little bit. But I think the idea of so I guess I could ask questions. Was it Kafen is the guy who is now in purgatory with the coffee shop, if I'm getting this correct, that was up to some shady business, kind of gray area, and it attracted the devil, and now they're in a sort of purgatory pocket dimension kind of situation, if I'm correct. And their brother is now a guardian angel back from the dead to protect them. Which is, again, just crazy. Not crazy in a bad way, but crazy in an awesome way of just like some awesome deep lore and just like, wait, what am I doing? That should be, what have I done? Oh, I guess this is all probably gold, I guess, at this point. You're back! Mao Populare is back. Lore, I've got so much to tell about that. I know, well, that's what I could imagine. That's what I mean, I don't even know where to begin, because I tried to look at, like I said, I read up on quite a bit of it, and it was just like, oh man, there's so much and so deep that I don't want to like sort of start to try to explain it and get it wrong, so I don't go too deep into it, but it's some pretty crazy stuff. It's pretty cool. Again, just like, I don't know what the word is, but just like some really interesting, like metaphysical kind of interwoven stories that just you don't think, kind of think about, I guess, like the traditional Bibles and Christians this and all that, and it's just like not often there's like a retelling of like certain I guess icons and beings like Lu and hell and things like that. So fun fact, used to get 10k views a day. What? That's a fun fact indeed, and that's an awesome fact. How did you manage that? That's, see, again, like, I gotta start putting out some videos, not this, just live streams. Again, not that it's about views only, but would like to reach more people, of course. Well, that's awesome. Congrats. That's no small feat for sure to get that many views in a day. Man, I don't know if I've had that many views, period. Like since I've started YouTube, so that's fantastic. Yeah, now I want to check out your channel, see what's going on. Pop up a couple of views. I can't promise I'll give you 10,000 in a day. I don't know if I have that many hours in a day, but definitely check out the stuff. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, there's the 3 dots here. I guess sort of lapel, not lapel. I don't know if that's quite the cuff, because the next thing down is the cuff, but anyway, sleeve buttons for lack of a better description, I guess. And sorry, I'm trying to color match as best I can here, mostly just going off of image instead of color picking from your swatch, so hopefully it's close. I think it's pretty close, but again, it all depends on people's monitors and stuff as well, so who knows if I'm correct. I know, right? Oblivion Remaster views did well. Alright. That makes sense. That's cool, though. But yes, that's pretty much how the story goes. The Ace of Spades guy killed his brother. Moon notices him and starts stalking him to keep himself entertained. Okay. For 200k? That's wild. How does that even, like... Ah, wow, that's crazy. Well, congrats, man. That's awesome. Definitely give him a gander. Oh, so that inside is the same as the pants color, I think, if I'm correct. So, I always do it without the symmetry, and then I'm like coloring over stuff. Yeah, I think I might tighten this up and add a little bit more effects or something on my other tablet if I have a chance later tonight, if we don't get to doing some refinement here. A little bit of time, but once again, I do have a show this evening. My cousin and her partner coming in from out of town, from
From 2 provinces away, eh, buddy? All the way from Manitoba.
So, I want to be somewhat rested and prepared for that. Gonna do a nice show for the cousins. I was gonna do a nice show anyways. Don't tell them. Try. You do try. It seems like people like my performance for the most part. I get quite a few comment cards tonight, I guess, if that means anything. People write in and say that it's cool. They like it. Oh, my sound hasn't been working this whole time. Now I just touched it and it's working. I mean, properly. Now it's probably backing up on you. But who knows? Alright. But unlike modern YouTubers, I do what I want, so the views kind of went away after a while. That's too bad. Like, that's both, like, bittersweet, because, like, again, I support that wholly, that you should do what you want and post what you want, and it's called YouTube for a reason. It's about you, it's about your channel, what you like, and what you enjoy doing and putting out in the world, and it's not about necessarily views and getting monetized and all that stuff. It's about your passion. So, hey man, I think that's fantastic. So you do you. That said, it is unfortunate that you've seen a dip in views because of that, because it's not very fair that, you know, again, the algorithm and things like that kind of promote certain things because they're popular at the time or whatever, and then your views dip, and it's not even necessarily a reflection on like your content or your, you know, what you're doing. But it's too bad that that's sort of the way the system goes. And but like I said, I think that's great of you, and I respect and envy that you can kind of just keep going despite that kind of blow, you know, like that would be difficult to be like, man, I was getting all these views and now they've fallen off, and you got to kind of, you know, reassess if you're doing it for, you know, like you said, more quote modern reasons of just like getting it done and getting the views, or if you're doing it for yourself. So I think that's really cool that you're sticking it through and doing it for yourself and what you enjoy. And I think hopefully there will be an audience of people who will gravitate towards it, despite some of the sort of algorithmic dips or anything you may have been facing. At least I hope so, because that's what I think I'd like to see for the world, is that everybody kind of can be themselves and find an audience that resonates with that, you know, especially today with all kinds of stuff with AI, especially, and things like that, where it's so easy to just do whatever and create whatever, but like to actually create something from the heart, or to make videos, even if they're not something that is the popular algorithm, I think is what's most important, is that we're all being, you know, true to ourselves. Rant. Dog is whining. Or if you can hear her. I know, Pancakes. My dog's name is Pancakes. P-A-M Cakes. It's my wife, when she named her, knew a dog at the dog park named Waffles. She thought it was really cute, so she was like, I want to name my dog Pancakes. So it's like Pamela, but Pancakes. Alright. You get the gist. I think we'll have to tighten up some of this stuff on my other tablet. It's so sad because this, well, or actually this tablet works, but it just lags when I'm streaming, so I can do it on here, but it's hard to get anyone to watch. Wonder if I videoed it. Doodaloo. XX Leafy Gecko. So they're drawing RLCs, right? Question mark. Hi. Oh wow. I didn't see the other one, Mao Populaire. Yes, they are. Yeah, I'm drawing people's OCs. Today, this is probably the last one I'll be able to get to. I only did the one, but I'm up for adding any to another list for another Friday. Do have to get jetting soon, but if you've got any OCs out there, I'd love to check them out. You can either upload them to our community tab, or I can come to your community tab, or you know, your socials or something. Check them out. You can always find me on the Discord if you're on that. Yeah, like I said, if I know this probably lag because I probably said it as you were asking, but you can leave them in the community tab. You can DM me on Discord. You can, oh shoot, you can't send DMs on Blue Sky, but so there should be some links in the description. You could also send them. I should find a way to actually make this like an official way to do it. I'm trying to think what the best way for everybody to do stuff is, but I think probably the community tab here is most accessible. I've never had somebody else upload stuff to it, but it says that you can, so as soon as I know that somebody can, then I can be like, that's the thing. But yeah, wherever, I don't know, whatever sort of works for you, I guess. I'm down for what have you. When I get the chance to take a look, I'll definitely do so. But thanks. Welcome, Leafy Gecko. Well, sorry. XX Leafy Gecko Leafy underscore Gecko 0ZXX. I'm not going to say it like that every time, though. I'm sorry. I will just shorten that. But yeah, we've got a couple other ones lined up. Some other friends on Blue Sky, and I can add some other of your OCs to the mix. Oh no, my Control Z is terrible. And yeah, same thing. If you have any sort of major, I keep doing this thing where I mess up and draw on the wrong layer. Or I mean, don't turn off symmetry, and then I color over the wrong things here. I'll have to clean this up after on a different spot. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't see why not. Again, I just need to. It's mostly time. It's just that if I had a little bit more time today, I'd actually love to even try and jump in on some of you guys right now because you're here. But I am running a little lower on the time. Soon I might have to jet, but let's see. We can at least kind of tighten finish this guy up as close as we can here, and then we'll at least maybe take a gander at some OCs. And if there's any certain ones, if you have multiple, definitely let me know if there's a preference on which one you'd like to see, because I don't know. And I can try to draw them in like different styles or poses or certain things if you want. Again, it's not necessarily a whole commission or anything, and no promises on getting them perfect or anything, but more just for some fun explorations. And if somebody would like me to try, I'd love to give it a shot. But again, can't promise that it's going to be perfect or beautiful, but we'll have some fun. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm sure you think that. And then I'll try to draw and be like, what have I done? This is not in a bad way, but just like getting to the point where it's like, wow. People, like I was saying earlier about this Nova one, where it was like, in a lot of ways it looks sort of simple in the one design. Yes, Pamela. No, my dog is crazy. Crazy in the one design. It looks kind of simple, and then you start drawing it and you're like, wow, there's a lot going on here. This artist really put a lot into this design. So for anyone just tuning in, this is Lou or Lucifer, a take on Lucifer from the top. If it's on, I think it should say it right. The by Neon Nova Arts at BSKY, and they do sort of a lore and story, comic, all kinds of stuff. Kafen's Coffee, I think. Kafen's Coffee, Kafen's Cafe. That I shouldn't get right. Ruler of the Inferno. Kafen's Coffee Shop. There we go. Well, he is probably the hardest to draw, but he was also one of the coolest. I was like, oh man, it's too rad. But this is a pretty like sort of simple, chibi cartoon version of him, but you know, I want to try something. Okay. Well, I can keep drawing for a few minutes, but I do have to let my dog out, so there's going to be a short intermesh. 2 seconds here, so otherwise she's going to boom, we did it, I think. Dog out. I'll have to get her in a few minutes when she starts crying. All right, let's do it. I just wanted to add a little bit of a shadow here. Something just to kind of ground them out. Yummy. Hey, buddy. Sure. All right. Well, you know, I think that's gonna have to be where we call this one today. Whoa, he's back. Oh, and then I still never, there was another one where I missed your comment earlier. Oh, you did get rid of like, oh, you were saying like, holy, 431,000 some odd views from your channel, July 24. Because I didn't like those channels, those videos anymore. Videos, the second time my channel blew up like that. That's crazy. Okay, well, you know what? I think we're gonna have to say that this one is done for here for now. I might try to tidy up, add some a little more cleanness, and tidy up some of these designs on the side here, and their horn pieces and stuff. But let's see if I can actually pull anything else up here. I always think it's gonna be so much faster, and that's so slow. Yeah, man, sorry this is taking forever. I just wanted to see if I could check out some of your forces. How do I get to chat? Ah, wait, is that how? Now can I click on you? I think I did it. Oh, the dog could bark for a bit. It's okay. It's only 2 in the afternoon. It's still taking forever to load, but it's somewhat happening. FanForge populare. Oh no, it's playing your intro. Oh, sweet. Okay, now I can see some rosies. This one. Oh, my dog. It's a green. Okay, so. That is cool. I like this. I don't know what the name is. There's a sort of like a green character. It's got like sort of 2 different colors, 2 different tones of green. It says belly came from Flaky. The forehead design comes from Luna. Got like a collar and a design on their forehead. Pretty cool. I can definitely draw some. That sometime. Again, I wish I had a little bit more time today, but I just want to sort of see what's going on here. How do I exit out of this now? Apparently I'm terrible at YouTube. Sweet, but I do see, is there any, like if you have any names or any specific characters or anything, let me know and I can kind of take a look for them next time and we can try to pop something like that in. Alright, well, now I'm just getting distracted going through all your posts here, but I'll definitely check out some of them and I'll comment on some stuff here and then we'll see if there's certain things that we can maybe pop in another one. Man's having a hard time. You go get the dog. Yeah. Oh, he's just called Cat Fella. Okay, that's sweet. That's the green one. Cat Fella. Well, I'm gonna write that down. I mean, not that that's super challenging to think, to remember. All right, going to get the dog then. 2 seconds here. Boom. All right. Well, if you're not already gone, Nova, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. It's been awesome. And you can come back later, but I think I'm probably going to have to jet pretty soon here. Really do have to jump out and hop in the shower and get ready for our show. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get to anyone else's OCs today, but I will have it. I've got it. Just want to write it down so that I won't forget for next time, but I don't think I'll forget. I just want to make sure that I know the names and stuff. Cat Fella Mau Frosch Populare. So with the accent aigu, like my last name, André Populare. Hey, it's okay, my love. Hi, Tara. That is my wife. It's all good. I knew it was going to be a bit of an issue, and I'm closing her up here, but hi. Hope you slept well. Sorry about the dog myself. Sorry if the dog was waking you. Anyhow. All right. Well, one thing that we didn't do, which I did promise, was I was going to show one of our alpha cards. So I'm going to before we go, because it's part of the dealio. So again, we're making a trading card game with our worlds, warp worlds, different LCs and characters and creatures and stuff. And right now we're sort of in the fairly beginning stages, even though we've been at it for a little while. And usually we do a randomized thing, but we're running out of random alpha cards that we've got. These are just sort of test cards that I designed to make sure that the rules and all that are working. But let's see. Well, this is one I made this week as an alpha card for a whereabouts. So with our card game, there's basically anything and everything from characters and creatures to weapons and widgets to whereabouts and worlds and all kinds of stuff like that. So whereabouts are, as they would indicate, sort of location cards. Why is this doing this? There we go. Alright, well I guess I'll close my little stupid face out here. Don't say stupid. Excuse me. So whereabouts are locations or environment cards that you can basically situate your party members or characters or creatures at, depending on different things. So again, a lot of these things will be modular, and you can choose to sort of take what you will from certain cards, and these are not finished cards, obviously, but these are just to get some ideas working for the mechanics. So this one's called Enchanted Grove. It's a mystical grove of wonder. It's a whereabouts card up here. Its weight is extra heavy because it's a environment. 3 over on the left here means that it takes 3 wonder points to play this card, to play it from your hand. Wonder points are sort of your currency within the card game. Essentially, you get 3 wonder points at the top of each of your turns to do whatever you like, so you could play this card and then you'd be out of wonder points. But until your next turn. This is its well-being, meaning it has sort of essentially 50 health points or hit points, so you could actually kind of attack the grove or destroy the grove with your characters or magic as well, if you want to. Over here, these M's and this H down here indicate that this grove can have 2 medium characters or creatures and 1 heavy character or creature attached to it. Again, you can negate these if you'd like in your own rules and gameplay. This up here indicates that it is a terrace, primary terrace, meaning it's an earth affinity, sort of wonder style, as well as a ethereal wonder, which is sort of the ether. And then we've got, this is a little bit of flavor text. A restful respite for all wonderlings, wild, wandering, and wayfinding alike, meaning creatures or wanderers or wayfinders. These are just extra descriptions for different cards. So it's a living Enchanted Grove. It's a terrain card. It's a ground level, so it's not like a sky card, or it's not an air or floating unit. Flora, so it's you know, flower and plant based, not an animal or construct. It's a forest based card, and it's a grove. So just different cards might be like, hey, if you have a forest, it gets this, blah blah blah. Hey, if you have a terrain card, it'll blah blah blah. So, you know. Nature's Embrace, at the start of each of your turns, restores 5 well-being points to any of your wonderlings and wild things watching over the Enchanted Grove. So anyone that is attached to this card watching over it will receive 5 extra sort of, basically HP, health points, wonder point. And then if the Wildwoods is the active world, which is, you can have 1 active world at all times, Enchanted Grove adds an extra 5 attack points to your Wonder Party's Woke Flora weapons and 5 defense to any Woke Flora wards, meaning if they have any Flora-based weapons or Flora-based wards, which are shields, things like that, then they get additional perks, additional 5 attack or defense to them. They do not need to be watching over, meaning like attached to this card. You can have them separate in your gameplay area for this WEF to take effect. So that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to anybody who doesn't know the card game, but we're working on getting that. And we've got alpha testing decks and things like that if you're interested. Let me know, and we can hook you up, and you can learn about the card game. Down here it says Wildwoods. That is the its world of origin, and this is a little bit of copyright. This is its series 1. It's a common card, number 70. All these things are subject to change. Oh, over here is weak against fire. I guess I didn't explain that, but all right, that's one of our alpha cards for our game. I said I'd show you one, and I did. Primary Terra S. Yes, I see what you're saying. Terrace. I see what you did there. Alright. One last thing before we go. That's the thing. Even all these goodbyes take so long. Thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon members. Actually, this isn't quite updated to our more recent one. Because as much as I do appreciate all of these people, some of them have moved from being gift memberships now to being free memberships. So let's go. I promise, we'll get better at this within the next 7 to 10 years. I can't promise that. I take it back. Why, you know work. I swear. All the best stuff. All right. There we go. This is the one we're talking about. I love how people tune in for the first time and then they're going to be like, this is the worst. I'm never watching it. All right. Thank you to all of our wonderful Patreon members. To Tobias Washburn, World Serendipity. To Puff, aka Egg Slug. Hope you're doing all right out there, Puff. I haven't heard from you in a bit. Miss ya. Love ya. Mrs. Artism. Matthew DeRoche, Nico M, J.R. Timmerman, and all the other free members and other people that come. You can check us out. You can become a free member or a paid member at patreon.com/warpedworlds. And you can find out a lot more about Warped Worlds in our Wayfinders journal and all kinds of different things in our description. Probably. And once again, this is an OC Lucifer by Neon Nova arts.bsky.social at the top. Do check them out. Check out Mau Populare on YouTube and their OCs and posts and videos. And also check out Leafy Gecko. I don't know if you're still out there, Leafy Gecko. Hopefully hear from you and drop me some of your OCs somehow. I'll try to figure out a better way to do this whole process, but I think you can upload them to our community tab, or I can track them down on yours. And I'll message you if I can somehow through here or some other way. You can find us in Discord. And let's draw some OCs next week. Next Friday will be a FanForge Friday, so we'll try to get through some Cat Fella. And I've got another OC I want to draw from another friend. The other James, who's another awesome artist as well, if they're cool with that. So we'll try to do those, and then we'll see if we can get to some Leafy Geckos as well, if we get some. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's do this big ugly mug here, so we can just really get my face in there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Anyone and everyone who's either jumped on the live or the replay. Huge thank you to Mau Populare for joining. You've been here for quite a long time. Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't get to your OC yet, but I certainly will. And it's great to have you. And hopefully we'll see you again for another stream. And check out any other videos. And feel free to give them a like and a subscribe if you didn't. I think might have, but I haven't quite checked. And it didn't show me a notification. But either way, hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun with you. So thank you so much, everyone. And once again, I'm Matt Andre. Take care, and we wonder.